Tejas is India's first indigenously designed and produced multi-role light combat aircraft. Despite the significance of this project in India's strategic defense plans, Tejas has faced extensive criticism due to its persistent delays, foreign technology dependence, lack of export success, limited combat capabilities, and slow production. As of August 2025, Tejas continues to be a work-in-progress project, with no foreign sales, no combat experience, and several unresolved limitations. Tejas was originally conceptualized in 1983 under the Light Combat Aircraft (LCA) program with the goal of replacing India's aging MiG-21 fleet. The program was meant to showcase India's self-reliance in aerospace technology and defense production. However, it took 18 years for the aircraft to have its maiden flight in 2001 and nearly 33 years for the Indian Air Force (IAF) to induct the first operational squadron in 2016. Even after this long period, the platform remains far from mature in both domestic and international terms. One of the biggest ongoing weaknesses in the Tejas program is its overwhelming dependence on foreign components. The most vital of these is the aircraft's engine. The Tejas Mk1 and Mk1A variants are powered by the American General Electric F404 GE IN-20 turbofan engine. This foreign-supplied engine remains central to the aircraft's functionality, and any export attempt is restricted by U.S. export licensing policies. India's attempt to create a homegrown engine under the Kaveri project failed after years of development, leaving no indigenous propulsion system available for the aircraft. Though a licensing agreement has been signed with General Electric to manufacture the more powerful F414 engine in India for Tejas Mk2, this program is in its early stages and actual production is still years away. Tejas also depends on imported radar systems, electronic warfare suites, and ejection seats. The LM-2032 radar used in current variants comes from Israel. The ejection seat is the Martin Baker Mk16, a British product. Many of the onboard avionics systems and mission computers were initially sourced from foreign vendors. While Indian agencies such as DRDO have been working on indigenous replacements, like the Uttam AESA radar and locally developed EU systems, these have not yet become standard on all operational aircraft. Integration, testing, and certification of Indian systems are still in progress, making it difficult to claim the aircraft is fully indigenous in critical technology areas. From a performance perspective, Tejas was designed as a lightweight fighter intended primarily for short-range air defense and limited strike roles. While it includes fly-by-wire controls, a glass cockpit, and compatibility with both Indian and imported weapon systems, the aircraft lacks the range, payload capacity, and multi-role endurance of larger fighters. Its maximum external payload is roughly 3.5 tons, which is far lower than many other fighter platforms in the same generation. The aircraft has limited internal fuel capacity, and its operational range without external tanks is not sufficient for long-endurance missions. As such, it is not suitable for countries looking for a more robust combat jet with long-range strike and air superiority capability. Tejas has not participated in any military conflict or real-world combat operation. It has been used only for training, ceremonial flights, and air patrol within India. The Indian Air Force has not deployed Tejas in active combat situations during border standoffs, air strikes, or other high-intensity operations. The absence of combat validation has weakened its case in the global market. Fighter aircraft buyers typically prefer jets with proven operational records, and Tejas cannot offer this reassurance. The only significant operational incident involving Tejas occurred in 2024 when one aircraft crashed during a routine flight. While the pilot ejected safely and no lives were lost, the incident drew public and military attention towards safety and reliability concerns. The Indian Navy tested a naval variant of Tejas, designed for aircraft carrier operations using a ski jump configuration. After extensive sea trials and flight testing, the Navy officially concluded in 2016 that the aircraft did not meet the requirements for carrier-based operations. The primary reasons cited were excessive weight, insufficient thrust-to-weight ratio, and design limitations. Consequently, the Navy shelved the idea of deploying Tejas at sea and moved on to a new project, the twin-engine deck-based fighter TEDBF. This was a major setback to the Tejas program and further confirmed that it was not a versatile platform. India has pushed hard to promote Tejas for export. Multiple government and HAL delegations have presented the aircraft in international airshows and diplomatic meetings. Offers have been made to over a dozen countries, including Malaysia, Argentina, Egypt, Nigeria, the Philippines, Sri Lanka, and even smaller nations in Africa and Latin America. In most cases, India provided generous packages, including local production, technology transfer, and favorable pricing. However, these efforts have not resulted in a single confirmed sale. Malaysia shortlisted Tejas but chose the South Korean FA-50 in 2023. Argentina has remained in extended negotiations, but U.S. export restrictions on Tejas, American-made engine, have complicated any potential deal. Nigeria initially showed interest but later acquired the JF-17 fighter, developed by China and Pakistan. Other countries either lost interest or opted for aircraft with better availability and international support. As of now, Tejas has not met India's domestic requirements in full. The Indian Air Force ordered 83 Tejas Mk-1A fighters, an upgraded version featuring better avionics, EU systems, radar, and reduced maintenance requirements. While the first Mk-1A deliveries began in 2024, the pace of production is slow. HAL has faced issues related to supply chain, engine deliveries, and system integration. Full delivery of the Mk-1A order is expected to take several more years, possibly extending into the early 2030s. This slow rate of domestic delivery adds further difficulty to export prospects, as no foreign buyer will wait several years to receive combat aircraft from a vendor still struggling to equip its own air force. In terms of weapon integration, Tejas can carry both Indian-made and foreign weapons, including the Astra BVR missile, Derby and Python 5 from Israel, R-73 from Russia, and Indian precision-guided bombs. However, integration of these systems has taken time, and full combat readiness across all weapons platforms has not been achieved for every operational Tejas unit. Air-to-surface munitions, electronic jamming pods, and certain indigenous systems are still undergoing trials. Tejas remains a major political and symbolic project for India, representing aspirations for technological self-reliance and a domestic defense industrial base. However, in operational and export terms, it has not yet delivered results that match its ambition. The jet has failed to win export contracts, lacks combat experience, depends on foreign parts, and continues to face production delays. Unless India can deliver the Tejas Mk-1A on time, integrate 100% indigenous systems, and complete development of Tejas Mk-2 with a fully localized supply chain, the aircraft is unlikely to become a successful international product. As of now, Tejas remains an Indian-only fighter with limited performance, zero export record, and ongoing development issues, despite being under development for more than 4 decades.